Welcome to all. I am Mary Hernandez, co-chair of the Planning Committee for the 15th Annual South Texas Nurse Imagemaker Celebration. On behalf of Sigma Delta Alpha at-large chapter and Texas Nurses Association District 8, I am pleased to welcome you all to this fabulous event to honor outstanding professional nurses. It is our pleasure to be able to continue to offer this recognition celebration as a virtual program this year, using technology to gather in celebration, but still to keep us all safe. I would like to begin by recognizing the 491 previous nurse image makers. It has been an honor and privilege to celebrate their recognition and contributions to the practice of nursing. I would also like to take a moment to sincerely thank our sponsors. Platinum sponsors are Christus Health, Methodist Healthcare San Antonio Nursing Consortium, University Health, and the University of Texas Health San Antonio School of Nursing. Silver sponsors are the Philippine Nurse Association of San Antonio, the Emergency Nurse Association of San Antonio, Texas Tech Health Science Center School of Nursing, UIW Isla Faye May Miller School of Nursing, and the San Antonio Psychiatric Nursing Association. General sponsors include the National Association of Hispanic Nurses of San Antonio, American Association of Critical Care Nurses in San Antonio, Texas Vista Medical Center, United Independent School District of Laredo, Northeast Baptist Hospital, Mission Trail Baptist Hospital, Baptist School of Health Professions, and the San Antonio Psychiatric Nurses Association. Their support makes this celebration possible. We are honored to announce that Nurses Week and the South Texas Nurse Imagemaker celebration has been recognized by the mayors of these three cities. The print is small, but we would like to share some of the words honoring nurses. We received 2 proclamations from the city of San Antonio. Whereas the South Texas Nurse Imagemaker celebration will observe National Nurses Week, May 8th through the 14th, 2022, where the evergreen theme selected by the American Nurses Association is Nurses Make a Difference. And whereas the week-long observation celebrates the birthday of Florence Nightingale, founder of modern nursing, and recognizes the many ways nurses strive to provide safe and high-quality patient care and improve our healthcare systems. Now, therefore, I, Ron Nierenberg, Mayor of the City of San Antonio, in recognition thereof, do hereby proclaim May 8th through the 14th, 2022 to be National Nurses Week in San Antonio. The second proclamation, whereas the honorees who are nominated by their peers for the award, who are nurses from healthcare, educational, and professional organizations that are committed to enhancing nursing's visibility in the community and promoting professional pride. Now, therefore, I, Ron Nierenberg, Mayor of the City of San Antonio, do hereby proclaim May 12, 2022 to be the 15th Annual South Texas Nurse Imagemaker Day. We thank Mayor Nierenberg for his support. We also received a proclamation for the designation of Professional Nurses Week from Mayor Danielle Reese of Windcrest. This was coordinated by Cindy Strosnecki, MBA RN, a previous nurse image maker, member of Texas Nurses Association District 8, and who currently serves on the Windcrest City Council. The mayor of Live Oak, Mayor Mary Dennis, issued 2 proclamations, Texas Nurses Week District 8 and National Nurses Week in Live Oak. This was coordinated by Aaron Perez, APRN, Sigma, and District 8 member, who is currently serving on Live Oak City Council. By way of an invocation, we pause to reflect on National Nurses Week, the theme of which is United in Service, Rooted in Strength, and to reflect on Florence Nightingale in celebration of her birthday, May 12th, known as the Lady with the Lamp. For making rounds on wounded soldiers during the Crimean War, her reach had highly significant health outcomes. Though Nightingale died in 1910, she laid the foundation that ultimately saved the lives of millions. Similarly, our image makers are not only demonstrating excellence in nursing practice, but also transforming care delivery. 2019 was the last in-person celebration. There has been a 2-year pause due to the health crisis related to COVID. We salute the nurses, nurse administrators, and healthcare providers committed to providing competent and holistic care to all in the South Texas area. And may we also hold up in esteem the nurses in Ukraine, bravely providing care in this war-ravaged country. Thank you for walking in the steps of Nightingale. I now ask for your applause. I am now pleased to introduce Dr. Yvonne Davila, current president of Sigma Delta Alpha at Large.
Hello, my name is Dr. Yvonne Davila. As president of Sigma Delta Alpha at Large chapter, I congratulate all nurses for being recognized as 2022 Nurse Imagemakers. This Nurse Imagemaker celebration originated with the Delta Alpha chapter of Sigma, thanks to the creativity of Ruth Stort to spotlight professional nurses in the South Texas community. In 2006, the number of recognized was 12, when District 8 of the Texas Nurses Association joined Delta Alpha at Large chapter to celebrate nurses. Today, we are honored to recognize another 39 Nurse Imagemakers. Congratulations to these nurses and the organizations who each selected a nurse to represent the respective organization. I am now pleased to introduce Donna Wallace.
Greetings. I am Donna Wallace, the president of the Texas Nurses Association, District 8, and co-chair of the 15th annual South Texas Nurse Imagemaker celebration. This celebration has spanned over 3 decades. At this time, I want to recognize the members of the planning committee: Jennifer Cook, Gail Dasher, Susanna Feliciano, Jim Halloran, Debbie Jennings, Ruth Stewart, and Nelson Tuazon. Sarah Williams, and co-chairs Mary Hernandez, and again, myself. Today, we will recognize the contributions of 39 image makers from South Central Texas. I want to take a moment and acknowledge everyone in attendance who submitted an image maker nomination for recognition. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. And now, let the celebration begin. The image makers will be presented in alphabetical order. Each narration read is just a fraction of their accomplishments. Time limits our ability to read the entire nomination description, but these nurses are all phenomenal. The image makers will receive their complete nomination package and a commemorative gold pin along with their certificate. Now let's get started. Katie Ackerman, Texas Vista Medical Center. Katie Ackerman joined Texas Vista Medical Center in October 2020 and quickly established that she is a great leader and an advocate for patient care, professionalism, and integrity. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Katie arranged conference calls for patients and their families, lending compassion to those at the end of life. Katie adopted the Compassion Connected Care model to address the needs of staff in both the ICU and the progressive care unit. She has continued to lead change in the ICU by collaborating with faculty education to develop a nurse residency program for new graduate nurses. Texas Vista Medical Center proudly presents Katie Ackerman as their 2022 Nurse Imagemaker. Yvonne Imagemaker, St. Luke's Baptist Hospital. Yvonne has worked for the Baptist Health System for 21 years. After beginning her career as an emergency department technician at Northeast Baptist, Yvonne began her journey as an RN, eventually receiving her MSN. Her commitment to leadership, led her to positions as Director of the Emergency Department, Administrative Director for the Emergency Department and ICU, and now her current position as Associate Chief Nursing Officer in 2021. She helped develop an ED telehealth model for the Baptist Health System during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic. Her encouragement of organ donation earned her the Donation Award, Advocate Award in 2021. St. Luke's is proud to honor Yvonne as their 2022 Nurse Imagemaker. Donna Arbuthnot, Theta Eta chapter of the Chi Eta Phi Inc. Professional Nursing Organization. During the 5 years that Donna has been a member of Theta Eta chapter, she has been an integral part of leading and enhancing community services in San Antonio. Her nominator has described her as a cut above the rest. She is a visionary leader who is always willing to give her best when needed. Within 2 years, she made many contributions to enhancing the personal growth of Theta Eta chapter. Achievements that can attest to her leadership include being recipient of the Middle South Regional Just Because Award and the Theta Eta Outstanding Member Award. Congratulations. Norma Avila Ovalle, National Association Hispanic Nurses of San Antonio. Norma brings experience and knowledge from many different areas in nursing, military experience, and education to her role as a nurse leader in clinical, professional, and community settings. She holds leadership roles at national, state, and local levels with the American Texas Nurses Association, National Association of Hispanic Nurses, and American Organization of Nurse Leaders. She serves the community in partnership with University Health System in the Gun Safety for Bear campaign and has taught Stop the Bleed training in a coalition with the American College of Surgeons. Norma shows continuous focus and determination in her profession and academic career. Currently pursuing her PhD, studies in business and leadership at Our Lady of the Lake University, Norma recently completed the AMN CNO Academy and began the HCA Healthcare Quality University. As a nurse administrator, she oversees care of patients, manages nursing staff, and is a committed mentor to aspiring nurses. Congratulations, Norma. Vanessa Barnes, Christus Westover Hills Hospital. Vanessa carries herself with confidence, professionalism, and approachability, which is what makes her a must-sought-after leader. She welcomes new ideas from staff and colleagues to improve processes in the ED, as well as their relationships with inpatient nursing. Collaboration between the ED and inpatient by identifying a common purpose, placing focus on working together to facilitate throughput, compassionate care, and teamwork. She models a good working relationship by having clear communication. She has set the tone of excellence among her ED team by showing dedication and the drive for all team members. Vanessa supports this by being passionate with a focus on patient safety and high quality of care. She has mentored and encouraged many bedside nurses to return to school, apply for new and exciting roles while all being flexible with their schedules to be successful. For these reasons and many more, Vanessa Barnes is the 2022 Imagemaker from Christus Westover Hills Hospital. Jill Barrow, American Association of Critical Care Nurses, San Antonio. Jill Barrow's enthusiasm for nursing and compassion for patients hasn't waned in her over 47 years of nursing. Her creativity and innovative teaching style lead learners to increase confidence and competence in patient care. Her everyday practice serves as a textbook for safe, quality patient care. Jill brings the same enthusiasm to her many professional and community endeavors. She regularly provides educational offerings to nurses throughout the community and volunteers with the Canyon Lake Library, Girl Scouts, and home nurse visitation. She still finds time for her Beagles Bible study group and her supportive husband, John. We proudly recognize Jill Barrow as the 2022 Nurse Imagemaker. Lorraine Barton, Sigma Delta Alpha at Large. Dr. Barton's professional image, leadership qualities, her work with Sigma Global Nursing Excellence, and other endeavors impact both current and inspiring members of the profession as well as the larger community. After 27 years in the U.S. Air Force, where she held many inpatient, outpatient, and leadership positions, she became a pediatric nurse practitioner. In addition to providing clinical care, Lorraine is currently the education chair for the South Texas Alamo chapter of the National Association of Pediatric Nurse Practitioners. She led development and successful implementation of the Sigma Delta Alpha at Large Leadership Lecture Series in collaboration with professional colleagues across South Texas. In the community, Lorraine has volunteered in outreach programs supporting Haven for Hope, Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner, and deployment of the COVID-19 vaccine. Lorraine has served as mentor and role model, demonstrating commitment to her role as a nurse, educator, and leader. Congratulations, Dr. Barton. Dr. Danette Bloom, International Nursing Students Association. Dr. Bloom is a founding advisor of the International Nursing Students Association of the University of Texas, San Antonio. She is also the tenured faculty and director of the International Program of the Schools of Nursing. Since founding INSA in 2009, she has provided students with community service learning opportunities to provide care to vulnerable populations, to date about 3,000, through diabetic and cardiovascular health screenings and health literacy promotion. During the pandemic, Dr. Bloom led students to offer COVID-19 vaccines to minority communities, especially those with access issues. She mentored minority student leaders for funding applications to support CLS activities with 100% funding success. These experiences provide students with a strong communication, leadership, and research background, contributing to their decision to undertake graduate education. In all of her activities, Dr. Bloom is always a professional where she exhibits her communication skills, respect, influence, courage, empathy, and gratitude. Congratulations and thank you, Dr. Bloom. Michael Brubaker, Methodist Texan Hospital. Michael is a director of clinical operations. He joined the Texan Health 2 years ago as a director of emergency services and nursing administration. Michael takes on new challenges with enthusiasm in ways that Texan needed. During the multiple waves of the COVID-19 pandemic, he has been influential in projects such as initiating tandem dialysis, virtual sitter program, an exciting electronic consent agenda that changes the landscape for obtaining consents for Texan and for HCA as a whole. His leadership has contributed significantly to the implementation of the mobile lab in the ER department expansion. Congratulations, Michael. Caitlin Boyles, Methodist Health System. Caitlin's passion for nursing exemplifies what this award embraces, and she has contributed extensively to the mission of Methodist Health System. She began her career as a patient care technician before becoming a pediatric nurse in 2018. Since employment with Methodist Health System, she has displayed unlimited potential to become a remarkably successful nurse leader in the future. Caitlin is a recipient of the 2022 American Organization for Nursing Leadership Young Professional Voice Award. Additionally, she was selected as the first nurse executive resident at Methodist Health System. Congratulations, Caitlin. Benjamin Burkett, University Health System. Benjamin epitomizes compassionate competence. In his role as patient care coordinator on a transplant cardiovascular unit, He performs consistently with compassion and professionalism. He models maintaining attention and detail to customer service satisfaction while delivering complex care to patients and families. It doesn't take long for our patients to recognize what a wonderful nurse he is. His peers were not surprised when Benjamin received a Daisy Award in December 2021. This award is given based on nominations from patients and their families. The patient nominating Benjamin described how he took excellent care of me in all the ways that matter, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Benjamin's manager describes him as a reliable employee, always ready to deal positively with the day's work. His strong clinical skills and ability to maintain focus make him a very competent nurse and valued resource for his coworkers. Congratulations, Benjamin. Elizabeth Cardenas, North Central Baptist Hospital. As the ER director of North Central Baptist, Elizabeth Cardenas sets the example of an engaged leader. She is the one to go to for new leaders as they capitalize on her guidance and mentorship. Elizabeth has been instrumental in reducing sepsis mortality by initiating strict protocols for early recognition and her PIT process for providing an advanced practice nurse in triage. To initiate early orders and reduce wait time is now seen as a best practice throughout the healthcare system. Her twice daily virtual meetings for her staff promoted both clinical guidance and support during the challenging times of the pandemic. It is an honor to recognize Elizabeth Cardenas as the 2022 Nurse Imagemaker. Diana Cavazos, UT Health San Antonio School of Nursing. As a member of faculty, Dr. Cavazos has distinguished herself with her unique contributions to the profession. As the founder of the UT Street Nursing Association, Dr. Cavazos collaborates with Street Medicine San Antonio to increase the network of organizations that serve vulnerable populations, while supporting student learning in a non-traditional setting. Her service at the COVID-19 call center and max vaccination sites during the pandemic set the standard for service to the community. Dr. Cavazos shares her knowledge and expertise in community health at local, state, national, and international events. And her work has been published in several peer-reviewed interdisciplinary journals. We celebrate Dr. Cavazos as a 2022 Nurse Imagemaker. Ricky DeJesus, Christus Santa Rosa Medical Center. Ricky joined the staff at Christus Santa Rosa Medical Center as an associate CNO of cardiovascular services in April 2021. His expertise in cardiovascular services has led him to serve in leadership roles in community hospitals across the U.S. and Puerto Rico. Since coming to San Antonio, Ricky's role has advanced from Director of Cardiovascular Services to Regional Director. In the short time that Ricky has been with Christus, he has gained the trust of staff, colleagues, physicians, and patients. His nominator has described him as an exceptional leader of leaders. Congratulations, Ricky. Major Richard D. Conopin, 959th Surgical Operations Squadron, Brooke Army Medical Center. As a registered nurse with 3 tours of duty, Major Conopin currently serves as an operating room nurse at Brooke Army Medical Center. As deputy chief of the sterile processing department, he leads over 70 personnel in support of 28 ORs and 55 clinics. His established interoperability of surgical operations between BAMC and Wilford Hall Ambulatory Surgical Center successfully implemented Sinistrack instrument tracking system and the Genesis EHR program. He also oversees the sterile processing component of the Surgical Service Specialist Technical Training Program for the Army. Navy, and Air Force personnel for the Defense Health Agency. We congratulate Major Conopan as a 2022 Nurse Imagemaker. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Nelson Tuazon, member of the Planning Committee, to present the next group of Imagemakers.
Thank you, Donna. Anna Gore, Christus Santa Rosa, San Marcos. As the Administrative Director for the Intensive Care and Progressive Care Units at Christus Santa Rosa Hospital, San Marcos, Anna mentors, guides, and influences the clinicians she works with every day. Anna's leadership has been apparent as the hospital has gone through an acquisition, EMR conversion, and multiple COVID surges. Her steadiness and dedication to quality never wavered, and she continues to be a voice for those around her through the challenges of the pandemic. As one of her colleagues notes, the difference between other nurses and Anna is her ability to inspire and lead others with resilience and determination. Her passion, compassion, and trusted leadership truly make Anna Gore a 2022 Nurse Imagemaker. Ruth Grubisic, Texas Nurses Association, District 8. Dr. Grubisic has been a prolific advocate for nurses, nursing, and public health throughout her career. Ruth has an impressive list of continuous contributions to achieving the mission of the Texas Nurses Association, especially in District 8, where she currently chairs the Education Committee. She has attended all of the TNA's nurse lobbying days, even bringing along students to introduce them to the advocacy role. She advises the Texas Nursing Student Association at Shriner and did the same at UT Health San Antonio in the past. Ruth fosters development of future nurses by involving them in TNA District 8's transition to professional practice, as well as in service projects such as bone marrow blood drives and mental health wellness fair for Shriner students. Ruth is always ready to step up to support TNA District 8's organizational and operational needs, earning her the gratitude and respect of her peers. Congratulations, Dr. Grubisic. Guadalupe Hernandez, Northeast Baptist Hospital. As Director of Cardiac Cath Lab, Guadalupe, or Lupita, expertly manages the duties and responsibilities that are multiple and wide-ranging. Her team provides 5 different services: interventional cardiology, non-interventional radiology, neurointerventional procedures, cardiac catheterization, and electrophysiology cardiac procedures. That's a mouthful. She has an amazing ability to execute despite daily challenges. Lupita creates and implements necessary training to improve staff confidence, operational revenue, physician satisfaction, and most important, patient care. The staff, physicians, and administrator trust her. She resolves conflict with empathy and action and skillfully manages with consistency and fairness. She assures that her staff have proper training, and she recognizes staff achievement and show appreciation in meaningful ways. Congratulations, Lupita. Jeanette Jimenez, San Antonio Psychiatric Nurses Association. Jeannie is a certified psychiatric nurse employed at University Health as a staff nurse 3. Over the years, community service has been one of her greatest strengths. She is a founding member of the San Antonio Psychiatric Nurses Association and currently serves as treasurer, where she has been instrumental in organizing charity drives and functions that help to financially support the organization. Her contributions to the community have won numerous awards, including the San Antonio Healthcare Hero Award, the San Antonio Express News, Nursing Excellence Award at the University Health System, and the Community Service Award of the San Antonio Psychiatric Nurses Association. Congratulations, Jeanette. Golda Manalili, Philippine Nurses Association, San Antonio. Golda Manalili's journey in her nursing career has been a challenging one, but one that she had met with amazing drive and commitment. Golda has led a transformation of her units, highlighted by staff empowerment and recent recognition with the Beacon Award for Excellence. She believes in her staff, trusts their willingness to commit to excellence, and challenges them to accomplish things they never thought possible. Golda is currently the president of the Philippine Nurses Association of San Antonio and has spearheaded multiple successful initiatives in the community. She's a board member of the Asian American Alliance of San Antonio and the San Antonio Nursing Consortium. Golda Manalili is a positive change agent and a motivator who is deserving to be a 2022 Nurse Imagemaker. Congratulations, Golda. Jesus J.J. Martinez, Methodist Metropolitan Hospital. J.J. came to Methodist as a resident and has been an amazing addition to the staff. As an Army medic, he brought a wealth of experience to his job. His pride in the nursing profession shows in his eagerness to grow future leaders. Although a baby nurse himself, he has completely embraced the leader role in helping others advance. His nominator comments that we've got this team spirit has energized the staff and shown through inpatient observations. Many patients have commented on how he loves his job and how his love for his job shines through. It's easy to see Methodist eye care values in JJ. Congratulations. Patricia Trish Meckler, Medina County Health Unit. The writer says, I have known and worked with Patricia Meckler since her role as director at the Medina County Health Unit located in Hondo, Texas. When the COVID-19 pandemic surfaced, Trish was instrumental in organizing numerous vaccination clinics in Medina County. Her energy and dedication demonstrate her superior organizational skills. Her ability to cooperate with people and to smoothly register and safely vaccinate thousands of Medina County residents. Her knowledge of the community's needs and access to resources was evident as she selected the various venues, getting the public informed, and attending to the numerous details of operation of safe and efficient vaccination. As the Medina County Emergency Management Officer, the writer says, I recognize that Medina County is blessed and lucky to have Patricia Meckler as head of the Medina County Health Unit in Hondo, Texas. Congratulations, Trish. Jonathan Menchaca, Texas Tech University Accelerated BSN. John is a retired United States Army veteran, a combat medic health care sergeant, and a registered nurse. A proud 2018 graduate of Texas Tech University, he is excelling as an instructor and clinical site coordinator for the program since 2021. Students consistently verbalize appreciation for John's expertise, nursing knowledge, and professionalism. John exemplifies the core values of Texas Tech: teamwork, kindness, integrity, vision, and excellence. He is a true servant leader in both his professional and personal life. He is self-motivated and demonstrates great skill in mentoring and teaching. His nominator says, John is truly a nurse image maker, and it is a pleasure to work with him at Texas Tech University Health Science Center. Congratulations, Jonathan. Sabrina Morales, University Health System, Women's Children. Sabrina's degrees in philosophy and biology serve her well in professional nursing practice. She excels in quality metrics and led a research project with the National Database on Nursing Quality Indicators on the practice environment scale, addressing metrics to facilitate professional nursing practice and to enhance the quality of patient care, processes, and outcomes. Sabrina also serves as the Care and Outreach Chairperson of the San Antonio chapter of the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, whose mission is to improve the lives of everyone impacted by pancreatic cancer. Along with her scientific acumen, Sabrina demonstrates compassionate caring. She enjoys mentoring others and has been active as a preceptor and a charge nurse. Her Daisy Award nomination reads, "From the moment I met her, I knew she was competent, confident, and compassionate." Congratulations, Sabrina. Jenny Miracle, Methodist Stone Oak Hospital. Jenny is the manager of intensive care, step-down, and designated COVID units, where she oversees provisions of exceptional care every day. She is responsible for ensuring that the most vulnerable patients are treated with care and compassion, thus allowing the hospital to fulfill its mission of serving humanity to honor God. She lives the mission, vision, and values of Methodist Hospital. Her nominator commented, "Jenny is the ultimate act of selfless service. She's not afraid to step into staffing to ensure team support and patients are receiving the highest quality of care possible." Congratulations, Jenny. Julie Nadeau, University of Incarnate Word, Isla Faye Miller School of Nursing. Dr. Nadeau has served on the faculty of UIW for over 15 years, where she has held the role of chair, BSN program, and most recently, president of the Faculty Senate. Her contributions in nursing and while at UIW are vast. She has made contributions to 5 editions and authored 10 online case studies for one of nursing's leading textbooks. She secured a grant for $6 million, which provided financial support for deserving underserved students in the BSN program. Her doctoral research, which explored the experiences of successful Latina pre-nursing students, was published in Nursing Education Perspectives. Congratulations, Dr. Nadeau. Gloria Nichols, Black Nurses Rock, San Antonio. As a member of the Black Nurses Rock San Antonio, Dr. Nichols serves on the executive board of directors as the secretary and committee member of the San Antonio Nursing Consortium. She is an ordained minister with the International Congress of Churches and Ministers, and is an altar minister and member of the pastoral prayer team at her church. Minister Nichols has also been a praise and worship leader, soloist, speaker at women's retreats, speaker for pharmaceutical companies, nursing conferences, and chapter meetings. Also a poet, she published many poetic anthologies, including her most proud recently published work, Women of Color. Congratulations, Dr. Nichols. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Sarah Williams, member of the Planning Committee, to present the next group of image makers. Thank you.
Carolyn Nims, Carrie is the Chief Nursing Officer at Christus Alamo Heights. Her career at Christus began as Director of the Med-Surg Units, Emergency Room, House Supervisors, and Physical Therapy. The COVID-19 pandemic posed challenges for all CNOs and hospital leaders. However, as stated by her nominator, Carrie stands above the rest. She stepped into the CNO role while learning to lead differently. She faced the challenges with grace, dignity, and professionalism. Her dedication to associates and patients is reflected in patient satisfaction scores across all areas of the 90th percentile and staff engagement scores in the 86th percentile consistently. Congratulations, Carrie. Ife Nemakolum. Ife is a founding member of the San Antonio Nigerian Nurses Association, a professional nursing organization organized to offer Nigerian nurses and affiliates a place to connect and grow professionally. As one of the founders, she displayed a significant role in drafting the structure for implementation. As a result of her leadership, the organization has grown from 4 to 30 members strong. Currently, she serves as Vice President and Committee Chair on resume writing, interviewing, and career advancement for graduate and staff nurses. As an advanced practice nurse, she has a wealth of knowledge and shares it readily with others. Congratulations, Ife. Elizabeth Bustamante Peralta, United Independent School District, Laredo. Elizabeth demonstrates exceptional leadership qualities in her role with the United Independent School District as a trustworthy school nursing at Octavio Solanas Elementary, a mentor for new nurses and a preceptor for nursing students. She uses her teaching skills to make health information understood, and her infectious smile makes it all feel better. In the 19 years that Elizabeth has worked as a school nurse, she has accomplished a 100% immunization compliance and is responsible for providing care to all students coming into the clinic, which is like a revolving door. Elizabeth became a registered nurse because she felt a strong need to help others, and she holds a special connection when providing care to those entrusted in her care. Elizabeth states, "The day that I retire, I will take great memories and stories to share." Congratulations, Elizabeth. Rebecca Becky Rodriguez. Becky is the Nurse Residency Program Coordinator at University Health. She began serving in this role in 2018, shortly before the program received its accreditation with distinction. Since then, she has diligently expanded various features of the program. Some of her additions to the program include precepting for the professional nursing program and a formal preceptor recognition process entitled the Light Award. Becky's leadership guided the successful American Nurses Credentialing Center site visit that initially accredited the nurse residency program in October 2021. The program was awarded a 4-year accreditation with distinction. Congratulations, Becky. Jeanette Rodriguez Tapia, University Health Northwest Region. Jeanette works as care coordinator for the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit Grad Clinic, providing compassionate care and treatment for patients recently released from the NICU at the hospital. She coordinates and facilitates care to make the transition to home easier and outcomes smoother. Jeanette has worked NICUs on the East Coast, West Coast, Hawaii, South Texas, and on neonatal transport teams. This broad experience fostered her keen ability to identify understand, and anticipate the needs that patients will experience. Jeanette is a joy to be around because her positive attitude is infectious, and she never hesitates to pitch in when needed. Jeanette says, the most rewarding thing about her job is knowing that she has made a difference in the lives of patients and their families. Many moms come back asking for her, saying that she was a game changer or made a world of difference. Congratulations, Jeanette. Martha Salazar, Community First. As a service coordinator with Community First Health Plan, Martha consistently goes above and beyond while being personal and professional with peers as well as with vulnerable members. She does not stop until the task is done. As a recent example, Martha worked with multiple agencies until a family with a ventilator-dependent member facing eviction was able to secure stable, affordable housing. Other members have described Martha as a godsend. One parent explained that she thought she was able to care for her child until Martha came along. Martha takes on so much to help members and still is able to assist and support staff through providing superb training and answering questions from staff. Martha is definitely a force to be reckoned with, and her managers and colleagues are extremely proud of all that she does and continues to accomplish. Congratulations, Martha. Rebecca Swanenberg, Baptist Neighborhood Hospitals. Becky is an extremely knowledgeable, nurse-oriented, and patient outcome-driven nurse leader. Her approachability, genuine care, and concern for our team have made her valuable. Our leadership, physicians, nurses, lab team, radiology team, and our front office staff all see Becky as exemplary of nursing excellence. She has positively impacted nurse satisfaction, nurse recruitment, nurse retention, patient safety, patient satisfaction, and high-quality encounters and outcomes, all during the COVID pandemic. Through her efforts, we integrated LVNs into our care delivery, enabling us to provide care to nearly double our pre-COVID volume of patients with higher intensive care needs. Becky was essential in enhancing our electronic health record to support medication ordering, administration, and documentation. Her dedication to building the profession of nursing and educating the healthcare team is unparalleled. She is a needed force to continue to elevate the profession of nursing across our nation. So congratulations to Rebecca. Joanna Siemens, Baptist School of Health Professions, School of Nursing. During her more than 30-year nursing career, Joanna Siemens has supported countless patients, students, faculty, and staff members. She is a vital member of the Baptist School of Health Professions teaching team and has in-depth knowledge about the nursing profession curriculum, along with firm grasp on teaching and learning strategies. Joanna is a leader, a problem solver, and a critical thinker. She is highly motivated to support students, improve processes, and improve program outcomes. Joanna's peers describe her as a reliable team player with excellent communication skills. When students need extra help, she is giving of her time and knowledge. Her students have described her as knowledgeable, patient, and an amazing clinical instructor. Joanna is an exemplary person, nurse, leader, and educator, and so deserving of the Nurse Imagemaker Award. Congratulations, Joanna. Melissa Cifuentes, Mission Trail Baptist Hospital. A true servant leader and a great communicator, empathetic and accountable. That is Melissa. She builds very effective relationships with other nurses, leaders, and providers. Her colleagues praise Melissa for being responsive, positive, and self-motivated. They have noted that Melissa always does her work with a smile and will answer and help at any hour of the day or night. She's creative and thinks outside the box to find solutions when there are processes that need improvement. Melissa comes to the table to listen, then comes back with a process or a solution to help improve the process. As clinical informatics director, she has been a critical part of the success of Baptist Mission Trail Hospital, facilitating data collection strategies that allow clinical staff to focus on delivering patient care and leadership to receive routine reporting to support informed decision making. Congratulations to Melissa. Albert Tarielli, San Antonio Nursing Consortium. Albert, a seasoned intensive care unit nurse of nearly 30 years, garners accolades for his clinical, organizational, and community work. In addition to delivering high-quality clinical care that earned him a Daisy Award, he has published and presented research findings at national venues on clinical alarm safety and alarm fatigue. His organizational and technical skills have been invaluable in production of educational and other programming with the Philippine Nurses Association of San Antonio and the San Antonio Nursing Consortium. As a trained instructor, he has participated in numerous community teaching events promoting the culture of safety through the Stop the Bleed program. Albert capitalizes on his passion for music to collaborate with nonprofit organizations to produce music concerts of local and international Filipino American artists in San Antonio and neighboring cities in Texas to benefit communities in the Philippines during natural disasters. Congratulations to Albert. Diane Walcott, San Antonio Emergency Nurses Association. Diane is an accomplished ED nurse, educator, mentor, and leader well known for thinking outside the box to get the job done. Attaining the rank of major during her 21-year Air Force career, her skilled nursing practice combined with recognition of her excellent leadership skills led to numerous and increasingly senior management roles. In her civilian career, Diane has focused on an educator role. Her teaching style, subject matter expertise, and mentoring skills quickly establish a rapport with her students and enhancing their ability to learn. She is a skilled communicator and conveys complex concepts easily. Diane is committed to ensuring nurses in the local area, Texas, and surrounding states obtain the special knowledge and skills needed to care for ill or injured pediatric patients. Her colleagues describe her as exemplifying the nurse, educator, and leader we will strive to be. Congratulations to Diana. Lisa Workowicz, Children's Hospital of San Antonio. Lisa holds a master's in nursing and is a certified pediatric nurse. She has pursued advanced formal education as well as extensive training and credentials, including completion of the Cincinnati Children's Hospital SPS Wave 9 leadership training and the Texas Children's Advanced QI cohort focusing on the use of pediatric advanced warning system. Lisa has been extensively involved in process improvement efforts, including behavioral health care standardization, inpatient sepsis and alerts, central line associated bloodstream infection, education and prevention, implementation of patient and family-centered multidisciplinary rounds, Lisa is a personable, collaborative, and reliable leader. Her staff members express appreciation for her caring, consistent guidance, and personal interest. An active member of the American and Texas Nurses Association, she helps ensure a safe practice environment for both patients and nurses. An exemplary nurse leader, Lisa's contributions are invaluable to the daily operations of Children's Hospital of San Antonio. So congratulations to Lisa. So ladies and gentlemen, let us all congratulate all of the 2022 South Texas Nurse Imagemakers. And so now I want to introduce Dr. Jennifer Cook to present the Ruth Stewart recognition.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. What a privilege it is to be here to celebrate these 39 South Texas Nurse Imagemakers for 2022. And one more time, let us applaud the image makers and the individuals who chose to recognize these nurses for their contributions to professional nursing. Now let me tell you a little bit about Ruth Stewart, professional, mentor, and nurse image maker.
Welcome to all you nurse image makers here today and all those who support you. It is so important to recognize nurses as image makers as they are every day. And on this day of Florence Nightingale's birthday, it is very appropriate to recognize further all of you that are nurse image makers. Florence Nightingale is always the ultimate in nurse image makers. She has, through the century, done so much that has brought the name of nursing to the fore. And through her work, her writings, and her international reputation as a statistician, it is so important that every nurse realize that they, every day, in whatever they do, in practice or otherwise, continue to be an image maker to the public. And that is recognized by the Gallup poll that is done annually, and that is for several times over and over, had nurses, professional nurses, at the top of the list of those appreciated for their ethics and professional dignity. This year, that rating, even at the top of them, even went further, bested our personal best by 4 points by the work of the nurses that so diligently, wonderfully worked through this COVID plague that we've had. At this point, we're recognizing a few of the nurses that were recognized by their institutions or organizations as image makers by inviting them to describe in writing how they see their own practice reflecting the image making of nurses. At this point, we will recognize those nurses by name.
Thank you, Ruth. Ruth is having an outstanding career as a nurse educator, community public health practitioner and leader, and a healthcare policy activist, a fellow of the American Academy of Nursing and fellow American Public Health Association. She is one of the founding faculty for the School of Nursing at UT Health San Antonio. She served many years preparing students at the undergraduate and graduate level to understand community health needs and the role of nurses in creating and influencing public policy. To this end, she was appointed to the Texas Board of Health by Governor Ann Richards, serving 5 years as a member of the board before becoming the first nurse and first woman to chair that board from 1993 to 1995. She has performed outstanding public service through active involvement and leadership of a multitude of health agencies, the League of Women Voters, the Women's Political Caucus, and the Democratic Party. The full listing of Ruth's accomplishments and awards fills several pages. But Ruth is not just about caring for her role in making things happen and mentoring professional nurses. More than 3 decades ago, Ruth initiated the then Sigma Theta Tau Delta Alpha Chapter Imagemaker Award to recognize nurse excellence across all areas of nursing practice. Today, the South Texas Nurse Imagemaker celebration has grown to be an annual event, co-sponsored by Sigma Delta Alpha at Large and TNA District 8. This event that we are enjoying today brings together nurses, families, and colleagues to celebrate nursing and the camaraderie of professional nursing. The nurses selected as image makers by their agencies and organizations were invited to submit an essay for the Ruth Stewart Award for Leadership in Nurse Image Making. This award honors the legacy of Ruth Stewart to the nursing profession. In this program, there is a prestigious listing of various previous the nurses selected as image makers by their agencies and organizations each year are invited to submit an essay for the Ruth Stewart Award for Leadership in Nurse Image Making. The award honors the legacy of Ruth Stewart to the nursing profession. Today, the 2022 image makers who submitted essays for the Ruth Stewart Award represent many practice specialties and wrote very eloquent reflections of their personal professional commitment to serve as role models of professional nursing. This included their definition of professional image, and they provided examples of how they actively contribute to the professional image of nursing through their practice. As a result, this year there are 3 categories of Ruth Stewart Nurse Image Makers: Nurse Leader in Direct Practice, the Nurse Leader in Administration, and the Nurse Leader in Educator. The Ruth Stewart Image Maker for Leadership in Direct Practice goes to Jeanette Jimenez, RN, PHMC, Board Certified, Image Maker from the San Antonio Psychiatric Nurse Association. I'm going to hold up this little plaque. I know that you won't be able to see it very well, but this is going to be presented to each of the Ruth Stewart Nurse Image Makers in commemoration of their award. The Ruth Stewart Image Maker for Leadership as Administrator is awarded to Anna Gore, MSN RN, Image Maker for Christus Santa Rosa, San Marcos. The Ruth Stewart Image Maker for Leadership in Education goes to Ruth Grubishek, Doctor of Public Health, RN, Public Health Certified Nurse Specialist, Board Certified, Image Maker from Texas Nurse Association, District 8. Congratulations to you 3 ladies. In closing, it is most fitting to salute these 15th annual South Texas Nurse Image Makers. On behalf of Sigma Global Excellence, Delta Alpha Chapter at Large, and Texas Nurse Association District 8, we recognize all of the individuals and the organizations who have chosen these nurses as the South Texas Nurse Image Maker. We also recognize and now it is most fitting to salute these 15th annual South Texas Nurse Image Makers. On behalf of Sigma Global Excellence, Delta Alpha Chapter at Large, and Texas Nurse Association District 8. We recognize the individuals and the organizations who have chosen these nurses as the South Texas Nurse Imagemakers. We would also like to recognize and appreciate the services provided by Cosmo Audiovisual to bring this virtual celebration to you. Thank you, Cosmos. Again, we offer appreciation, thank you to the sponsors whose contributions continue to make this celebration possible. We have the platinum sponsors, the silver sponsors, and the general sponsors. I will add that a percent of sponsorships will be dedicated to the South Texas Nurse Imagemaker Scholarship Fund. A call for applications for educational scholarships will be posted on the Facebook page for Nurse Imagemaker at a later date. The 2023 celebration will be in May, virtual or in person, to be determined. Now, thank you once again for attending, and let's all go forth to promote the professional image of nursing. A percent of the sponsorships will be dedicated to South Texas Nurse Imagemaker Scholarship Fund. A call for applications for educational scholarships will be posted on the Facebook page for Nurse Imagemaker at a later date. Once again, thank you to the planning committee. The names are listed here. It's been a terrific team that was able to bring this celebration to fruition. So the 2023 celebration will be in May, virtual or in person, to be determined. Now, let us all go forth to promote the professional image of nursing. Thank you.